From playing the iconic Beast so well that he became as great as Wolverine himself, to now potentially playing another superhero for the Marvel Universe, here's what Nicholas Hoult had to say about his potential MCU appearance. Now, at some point, we've all seen one of the X-Men movies. In that, apart from Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, there was one character we just couldn't miss: Beast. The blue-furred monster was initially mocked as being a knockoff version of the Hulk, but at this point, I think we all know how sick of a character he was. And you gotta give credit to Hoult for it as well. The Brit nailed the character and made him as famous as Wolverine. And that is saying something. Plus, we all thought that we wouldn't be seeing him anymore because of the whole Disney buying Fox thing. The series was set to get a reboot. But, well, with Logan and Deadpool returning, who's to say that Nicholas won't return as Hank McCoy? The actor himself has said that he's open to a chance of playing the Blue Mutant again. In an interview with Radio Times, the actor expressed his love for the character and that he feels this connection with Beast. That's why he wants to play the character again, though there haven't been any official offers to Hoult yet. But the Brit admitted that he loves watching Marvel movies and he loved being a part of the X-Men franchise. He also said that he doesn't have any idea what the studio plans to do with the franchise because, well, no one does. He'll always want to reprise his role, though he did mention that he was open to other roles as well, which for me opens a whole range of possibilities. Like, what if he switched to the dark side and played a villain? Maybe picture the guy as Harry Osborn. One of the most popular characters that haven't made any appearance in the MCU is Spider-Man's best friend. Sure, we got Ned, but he isn't the same as the son of the Green Goblin. That alone would make him a more interesting character than Ned. And given that we've had a Harry for every Peter so far, I think it's about time we get a Harry Osborn for the MCU. Plus, that would open the possibility of having Green Goblin debut in the MCU. Sure, we got his Willem Dafoe version, but there needs to be one in this timeline. And later on, Harry became the Green Goblin himself. So that's another reason to introduce him to this universe. And when that day comes, Nicholas Hoult would be an ideal candidate for the role. He's shown his acting chops in various roles and can bring depth and complexity to any character. We all know Harry is a complex character with a troubled past, and Hoult has the potential to showcase his struggles. Whether it's with addictions or his complicated relationship with Peter Parker, the Brit will pull off the job. He also has this typical posh look. So if you still have any doubts, then this should clear it up. But an actor should always have their options open. So how about the role of the Sentry? This is a relatively unknown Marvel Comics character. But that doesn't mean that he has a bad storyline. He's got the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Sounds pretty sick to me. Created by Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee, the Sentry, whose real name is Robert Reynolds, is a complex character with a tragic backstory. He gained his powers from an experimental serum he discovered while working as a lab assistant. What's interesting about him is his battles with the Void, a dark and powerful force that resides within him. It's almost like he's fighting his demons, and it's a constant struggle to keep the Void at bay. These battles are some of Marvel Comics' most intense and emotional moments. That's why Nicholas Hoult would be an excellent choice to play the Sentry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's got a natural intensity and charisma that would be perfect for the role, and he's proven himself to be a talented actor in a variety of roles. So I have no doubt that he could bring a lot of emotional depth to the character. But how about a more well-known character? How about Mr. Fantastic himself? Reed Richards is an iconic character in the Marvel Universe. He's the leader of the Fantastic Four and possesses incredible stretching abilities and a brilliant mind. His character is multidimensional, with deep emotional complexities that are reflected in his relationships with his fellow Fantastic Four members. Kinda sounds familiar, right? Genius with superpowers who has a complex relationship with his friends? Sounds a lot like Hank McCoy. That's why Nicholas Hoult would be a great fit to play Mr. Fantastic. With his proven acting skills in a range of roles, he could bring emotional depth and intelligence to the character. Richard's character is multi-layered, and the actor can capture his complexity in a powerful and nuanced way. As the leader of the Fantastic Four, Richard's character demands a solid and commanding presence, something that he has shown in his previous roles. He'll ace the role because it's like he's already played him. Though if the Brit would be looking for a bit of a challenge, he might consider taking a risk with a whole new character, like the role of Nova. Richard Rider, also known as Nova, is another lesser-known Marvel character that has the potential to be brought to life by Hoult. He's a superhero who gains his powers after being granted the Nova Force by the dying alien Roman Day. This cosmic energy gives him superhuman strength, flight, and energy projection abilities. The character's backstory is one of tragedy and heroism. After being granted his powers, he is tasked with defending the galaxy from the threat of the villainous Annihilus and his army. Hoult has proven his ability to play complex and layered characters in films like Mad Max, Fury Road, and The Favorite. You get the idea, right? He's a talented actor. That's why he could give life to the character of Richard Rider, because Nova has yet to be introduced in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This might be the best fit for the Brit so far, and it's a high chance that we'll get to see this character because that's Marvel's vision. Kinda sets it up perfectly. So that just leaves us with one question. Will the actor end up joining the MCU? Well, he should, because as you just saw, there are a lot of characters that he would nail. I see no reason why he won't be cast. But then again, when do things go right, given the state of Marvel? They don't have the best track record when it comes to good decisions. Their plan of expanding the universe isn't working out well so far. But maybe all they need is a character with a good storyline, who's played by an actor that can do justice to the role. Kinda seems like Kevin Feige should be rushing to get Hoult on board. But let's say Marvel doesn't work out for him. He always has another option he'd explore, the DC Universe. And you probably don't know, but if Robert Pattinson hadn't taken up the role of the Caped Crusader, it would have gone to Hoult. And with the new James Gunn vision, Warner Brothers find themselves looking for a new Bruce Wayne again. Seems like the perfect opportunity, right? But I guess only time will tell whether or not we see him appear in another comic book movie. That's all from me on Nicholas Hoult and his potential appearance in the MCU.